So we see at the end of chapter 21, Abraham entering into an oath with Abimelech, who earlier in chapter 20, Abraham had prayed for him to be healed by God, and he was. Him and his whole household. It kind of arose out of a situation, a conflict that happened between Abraham and Abimelech, but it ended with a really happy ending of God showing that he was powerful and glorious. And Abimelech comes to Abraham at the end of chapter 21. It's in verse 22, and he says, God is with you in everything you do. So here we have this person seeing something very remarkable and special about Abraham, that his God is powerful and does amazing things, and his God is with him, has not abandoned him, is always present. And so Abimelech says, now swear to me here before God, because he knows that Abraham values his relationship with his God. And so he's going to swear on anything, swear, here before your God, that you will not deal falsely with me or my children or my descendants. Show to me in the country where you are living as an alien the same kindness I am showing you. And Abraham says, I swear it. And Abraham does something really interesting later on in the chapter after he's made this oath and he's received possession of this well, the well that he will in a place called Beersheba, which means the place of the oath, or well of the oath. He does something really special. He plants a tree. It says in verse 33, Abraham planted a tamarisk tree in Beersheba, and there he called upon the name of the Lord, the eternal God. Now, a tamarisk tree is it's a very interesting tree. It's a tree that's used for desertification. Try saying that word 5 times fast. Anti-desertification. It's a tree that will survive in the desert, and so he knows that this tree that he's planting is a symbol of a long-lasting thing, that it's going to last through the harsh elements of the desert, and so he's reminding everybody as he's planting this tree that this is where this oath is, and this oath will be long-lasting. The oath that he makes to his God is one that is going to endure, because his God endures, and his God is with him. And also tamarisk trees, they're also very invasive. They grow. And so we know that our God is both eternal. He can withstand anything. He's always with us. And by his hand things grow. And so there's so many symbolisms that are going on here with him planting this specific tree, and the writer of this passage in Genesis bringing up that it's a tamarisk tree. Everybody would have known whenever it wrote this what that meant and what kind of tree it was. And they would have all had like different pictures in their head of maybe trying to pull tamarisk trees out because they're so invasive, or being very thankful that they have something to use as shade in the desert because there's no other trees anywhere else, but a tamarisk tree managed to survive that burning heat and hot sun. And so here we have Abraham, and he's calling upon the name of the Lord, his eternal God, his lasting God. And so Abimelech sees something remarkable, and that remarkable thing in Abraham is his relationship to this eternal God, a God that will always endure.